Hey guys, so this is a review on the AEW Unrivaled Orange Cassidy. I think this is the first review I've done for a AEW figure. I have a small collection, which is on the Room Toy Tour. I have like about a dozen out of the package posed. And I've got a few more in my closet. Like I was cleaning out my closet, just kind of organizing boxes, and I seen this and I was like, oh man, I forgot about this like at a comic shop a while back, and pretty excited to get them out. So let's see, I did like a little close up here. We got a picture of Orange Cassidy. Looks like he's got, it's like a real denim, well, shirt and real denim jacket. Well, not denim, but cloth. Pants look like they're sculpted. Got a picture of him. It's pretty much basic AEW packaging. And this is the line that was out. Still looking for one of these. He seems to be really hard to find. I've noticed like AEW figures have kind of been easier to find here lately. But it's like certain ones, like the new Sting is just like impossible to find right now. It seems like Darby Allin's one of them too, and Orange Cassidy. This one I've never seen in person. I just found it at a local toy shop and picked it up a few months ago. And one thing I hate about AEW packaging is that it is not collector friendly. So like if you see this blister pack is stuck to it, so if you open it up, it's done. You know, that's one thing I hate, but you know, it is what it is. And so if you get these, just be mindful of that, that once you open it up, this is trash. You know, there's no point in keeping it and trying to collect the packages or repackage it one day. It's done. You know, I'm gonna try to open it up and see if this is at all possible to get around it. So I know like this kind of opens up here. I don't know. I think this is glued to it too. I can't remember, but this packaging is just glued to there. I don't know. I'm gonna see, and once I open it up, I'll just let you know if I found anything that may work. So I might open this, you know, after this, that part of the video with that. So, I'm gonna open it up and see what's up. All right. So before I get into the figure, I try to finagle this a little bit, and let me try to make some room here just to kind of get this into perspective. So what I did was like, and this is not good or you know, ideal option, but like maybe it saves the package a little bit for you. So I cut it like into here. These are all tape. Whenever you open up, this blister pass is one piece. So when you pull it out, it just goes like that, and it's glued here. So obviously you can see like the glued pieces. So what I did is I've got like this little knife that I use, like it's really thin. It's what I've been using for a while, opening up packages and cutting up things, is that I kind of slid it through there, so kind of rip it open. Kind of messed up here though, but you know, and then when it comes out, it's like a tray. So that's like the tray that came in at, and you can kind of slide it back in there, just, you know, squeeze it back in. I just kind of want to see what it looks like if I try to put it back in there and see how good or bad it looks, you know. So, I mean, it's okay, you know, if you want to say the packaging or something like that, or, you know, it kind of does okay. You know, you still see the rips and stuff, so, I don't know. Maybe that helps someone out, get someone some good advice on, you know, saving that a little bit. However, one thing that just kind of came to mind was, like, whenever you open these figures, there's no, like, little plastic tie rods or anything around the hands or the waist or anything. Kind of like with elites and NECA figures, so I guess with toys being more expensive now, there's a higher probability of shrinkage, like people stealing it. So if you make it the packaging, you know, basically you have to rip it open, it's probably gonna make more noise, you know, less likely to be stolen. So I don't know. But I got them out of the package, and it is pretty cool, actually. So I haven't really messed around with him much. This is what it looks like out of the package. He does have like this plastic thing on his head, so I'm gonna take that off. I know like a lot of them, sometimes they'll have like around the chest or something like that, you know, just like some kind of plastic to do that. But and the face sculpt was great. Like, I mean, you don't see him a lot without his shades and stuff like that, but I mean, it looks really good. The shirt looks perfect. It is glued here. No, is it Velcro? Oh, it is Velcro. Okay, so if you take it off, let me just kind of peel this back a little bit just to show you. So you can take it off and it's Velcroed. So it Velcros all the way up here, and that's how it comes off. So the shirt jacket thing's all one piece, so it's kind of like sewed in here. But this is like a Velcro piece. Whenever you put it back, just kind of put it like so. Velcro's back on, and yeah, that's good. And this is real cloth. The sleeves cuffs are actually rolled up, so they can actually roll down too. Yeah. So you can see it's just like a little flap there. Man, that's really cool though, actually. They did really good work with this. The pants, so this part here down is sculpted. This is kind of like a rubbery squish material, and the reason why is because he has this spots here, so he puts his hands in his pocket. Like if anybody watches Orange Cassidy, you know, it's like he does this thing where he puts his hand in his pocket like that. So let me see if I can get the other one. Their hand in there real quick just to show you. And he'll do this thing where like he wrestles with his hands in his pocket, and if you're probably watching this, you know, you already know that probably already because you're watching AEW. But get the hair in there. Put the shades on. Yeah. You have to work it some. I mean, it's like kind of meant to be loose, so yeah. So you can put his hands in his pockets like that. I mean, you can work this down a little bit more. There's a lot of articulation here, so I mean, it's you know, easy to work with as far as getting it down a little bit more. Let's see. So you got those hands in the pocket hands. You've got like two gripping hands. Pretty standard for wrestling figures. Then you have like his, I don't know, his thumbs up. Like he don't really do a thumbs up. He does like kind of like a real lazy thumbs up, like on the package. So this hand's supposed to kind of mimic that. I feel like the thumb should have been up more. So instead of been like this, it should have been more like that, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, there's... Maybe you can just kind of work it in a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it kind of reserves its place, but I imagine if you... I never did it, but like I've heard a lot of people use like hair dryers and heat up like these plastics just to kind of put them in position. Maybe you can do that with this, is just kind of work on the tip. So it is set apart, like these fingers are kind of molded in, so I guess his thumb is meant to be kind of worked out. So you can do that. Let's see. As far as articulation goes, you know, it's got the regular angle pivot. Man, I really like the sculpt on this. It's so good. Like the jeans are just like all these wrinkles and stuff. Like it's like a jean, but like almost a sweatpant. Like it looks perfect almost. The feet are, I don't know, like ankle pivot, this is pretty common, but like his foot is not as big as the ankle part. So it's like it moves a lot better. And it seems to, like I know, like if you're trying to stand a figure, usually take one foot, fingers down, and try to press on the feet and move them, you know. And I feel like that's a lot easier with this figure. It's been a while since I did AEW figure. So I know that's common with it or something like that, but yeah, you can do that. So let's see. Guess we'll take this off and kind of do more detail on the body part. I mean, the head is just, there's a ton of movement here. So they can go really far back and really far down too. So, I mean, that's excellent. Even with the jacket, so if you want to do like the whole thing where he'll do this thing where like he kind of raises his hands right before he puts his hands in his pocket. Like you don't know what's going to happen and he just, you know, makes it look like that. So that's kind of neat too that you can do that. I want to take this off and just kind of look a little more at the body and like this piece here too, just to kind of show you what it's got. I know I'm always like iffy about doing these because I don't want to mess up the jackets, especially when it's a hard figure to find. If you mess up like a clothing or something like that, it's not like you can just walk into Walmart or Target and grab another one. Some of these ones are just, you know, you have to be careful. Like I did a review on G.I. Joe Barbecue, and I think I bumped my shelf earlier today and knocked it off, and a piece of the pack came off. I was like, oh no, you know. And it's not like Flint where you can just find them anywhere. Had to order online, so that sucked. But you know, I'm about to replace that piece. I mean, the body's great though. I mean, like it's got a lot of movement. Like right there in the waist is just a lot. I don't really pay much attention, but it's like a rubber band kind of feeling too, like G.I. Joe's. And it's got the chest diaphragm movement. These are not butterfly joints, but like you can see like there's just a ton of movement there. Like that's pretty impressive. Like how far out it can go. If you line it up just right, so let's see. Like his arms like that, yeah. So I mean that's really good. I mean he can basically like just put his hands behind his back. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I don't know, I keep forgetting how good the AEW figures are. Like just I'm still learning AEW and I love watching it. It's just I hardly have time to do it anymore. Watch wrestling like on a regular basis like I used to. But yeah, and this pant thing though, I would just be careful with it because it's very movable, which is good because you put his hands in his pocket, like it makes it real easy to do that. But you have to be kind of careful not to push it a little too hard. But I mean, he can get his hands all the way in there. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, this popped out a little bit, but I mean, you know, the sculptor underneath is like they really thought that out, you know. Wow, this is, as far as wrestling figures though, this is one of the best ones I've seen in a while. I mean, this is really impressive. Skin tone matches throughout, it looks like, but I noticed this chest piece and the arms, like from the bicep to the forearm, is a little shinier than the rest. Not bad. Probably don't see it on camera, but in person you may notice it. I mean, the articulation is just amazing with these. I don't know, like every time I see an AEW figure and I remotely know it is, I want to pick it up or try to pick it up because like I just know how good the quality is. The company makes these, I believe it's called Jax or something like that. Jazzwares, that's it. And it's not like on the box like usual, it's just right here at the bottom. So it's Jazzwares. WWE's Mattel, Marvel Legends is Hasbro, and Hasbro's kind of like the big dog. So I'd like to see Jazzwares take on a little bit more. maybe if WWE loses something with Mattel, maybe one day they'll take that over. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this figure. it's a $20 figure. That's another thing too I want to mention. It's like AEW figures are like still like the one of the few $20 figures that are still $20. Marvel Legends, Elites, and stuff like that have kind of jumped up to like 22 or 23 now. It looks like they're holding strong, it's understandable with inflation and this pandemic's made the resources and materials a lot more scarce. So, yeah, this is awesome. Like, I'm glad I took this out of the package, and I can't wait to put them on my shelf and pose them with the rest of my AEW. The only problem I have is just where to put them because, I don't know, I want him to stand out because he really stands out. So, anyways, yeah, as far as this figure goes, it's at least a 9. It's an excellent figure. Yeah, definitely recommend picking it up. And really, I recommend, even if you're not a wrestling fan, to watch him wrestle. It's just funny. Like, he'll wrestle with his hands in his pocket. Like, he's did like aerial moves and took in pretty big moves with his hands in his pocket and rolls around with his hands. It's just weird. It's just, you have to watch it. It's really funny. He's a really good wrestler too, but like, he just puts on a really good show. I've never seen a wrestler like that. I've been watching wrestling since like the late 80s or something like that, off and on. So, but anyway, thanks for watching.